All set. All right, welcome. At the end of class today, what you did was list the factors of 100. So make for sure in your journal you are writing in the entry that says fractions and decimals. And first thing we have down, if you should have this from class, be factors of 100. So you'd have 1, 2, 4, 5, 20, 25, 10. Sorry, 50, and 100. These are all the factors of 100. So what we learned in class today was that I could take any number that has one of these as a denominator because they all go into 100. And I could write an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100. So 25 times 4 is 100. So 3 times 4 would give me 12. So that'd be 12 hundredths, which when I see 12 hundredths, I can write it as a decimal as 0.12. So that's 12 hundredths right there. That's one way to change a fraction to a decimal. But it only works if your denominator is one of these. Okay, this strategy only works if your denominator goes evenly into 100. If you had a number with like a denominator of 3, it does not work. Or 7, or 12, or any other number. Okay, so we're going to try a couple of those. So let's say I had 5/12. Okay, we have a strategy called top dog. Okay, it may be just a little funny way to remember some words or a strategy here. When I say top dog, what I mean is top dog goes in the house. So picture a neighborhood and you have 2 dogs outside and it starts raining and there's a dog house. The top dog is the one that goes in the house. Now, does that mean it's the biggest? No, because sometimes a little yapping chihuahua is the boss, right? So the top dog, the one that's the boss, goes in the house and you divide. So top dog goes in the house. So it's 5 divided by 12. Okay, so actually another way to write this down would be your denominator is out here and your numerator is in here. So it's numerator divided by denominator. Numerator, you need this in your journal for sure, okay? So I'd like to see all these things on here, okay? This strategy works when your denominator is a factor of 100. 12, sorry, is not a factor of 100, so that strategy does not work. The next strategy is to divide. That always works, okay? Numerator divided by denominator. Now, you should get a number less than 0. If you get a whole number, if you say, oh, yeah, 12 goes into 5 and you get a whole number here, that means you got your numbers backwards. It should be less than 1 because this fraction is less than 1. So your number here should be a 0 and you would have to add a decimal and a 0 here. So now 12 times 4 is 48 and I subtract and get a 2 and I could add a 0, bring it down. So 12 times 1 is 12. Now subtract and get an 8. I could add right here. 12 times 7 will be 84, so 12 times 6 is 72. Okay, so it would keep going. It'd be another 6 there, right? But we could just call that 0.41. Okay, or we'd round and say 0.42. But you always just divide. Top dog goes in the house, okay? I'm going to write another couple examples down really fast for you. You're welcome to watch this video as many times as you need. I know it's fast, but I'll give you a couple of other examples here, okay? If I had 3/5, it would be 3 divided by 5. 5 does not go into 3. I should see a 0 there because that's less than 1 whole. 5 times 6 is 30, and I subtract and get a 0. What's cool about that, though, is that this says 6/10. Well, we know that 3/5 is also equal to 6/10. That's kind of great, right? That's one way to check it when your denominator is one of those special numbers. You can't always do that, though. What if I said 4/7? That is a little bit over 1/2. 0.5 is 1/2. 5/10 is 1/2. So this is a little bit over 1/2 because 3.5 is 1/2 of 7. So if I said 4 divided by 7, 7 does not go into 4. So 7 times 5 is 35, and I subtract and get a 5. And add a 0 and bring it down. 7 times 7 is 49. I'm going to subtract and get a 1. Now, I could keep going, but I'm just going to stop right here. 0.57. That's 57 hundredths. Well, 51 hundredths is half. So it's a little bit more here, okay? So this is Go Formative. So you have right below this, you have a few more problems that you will get to practice this, okay? Let me know if you have any questions, and it's due when you come into class, whether you have class on Thursday or Friday. It's due whatever day you come to class, okay? Have a great night.